Hello fellow traders, this is Paul Limmel. Got a new stock for you. This is VRT Veritiv Holdings. Very strong pattern. This is like a 95 plus rating. Chart is so strong. I'll give you a cycle breakdown here in a second. But first, before we dive in, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. It really helps us reach more traders like you and keeps you updated on our latest trading tip. So the breakout to the left side of the cup formation, the 8BMI breakout came out of the 2023 lows. You can just see how strong that trend was. Just pretty much held the 35 and then the 75 MA all the way up before it formed that left hand side of the cup. Crossed that $100 psychological price point, came back in, retested down to that little bit below that 75 key psychological price point, but retest of it, and 200 MA just bounced off it pretty hard. So as far as the cycle breakdown in the cup, the first cycle line was a TM1 cycle, and the TM2 cycle formed pretty close to that trend line, that first trend line. But as you can see, the price squeeze started to come in. You had the higher lows on cycle 2, and then when you got cycle 3 set, the 5 to 7 month cycle, that was way up here. Now, if you look at it this way, from a typical trader's perspective, this looks like a cup and handle. Technically it is, but a cycle-based cup and handle can happen at an angle. You count the cycles first, and you just see where the strength is. So, you know, an average trending cup would be where the extended cycle out here would be kind of equivalent to that left pivot high. I call it a U pivot. But for a cycle based very strong chart like this, TM3 cycle sets up much higher than the left hand side pivot. So it basically looks like a little dipper, the Big Dipper on the constellations. So it's a higher high in the cup. So basically you got the handle pullback right here, and you'll be coming out of the 5 to 7 month cycle at this point of breakout. So where it's really strong right now is the fact you had, coming off of that TM3 set, you get basically wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, retest of wave 3. So pop out of that, came back, retested those trough highs, pretty much held. So what you have now, you got a gap in green, you got a gap up, and you got a green close on day 2. So this generally is a pretty strong buy signal. If it dips back below that, generally in this price range, you're going to be at probably 5%, 5 to 7% max stop on it. Doesn't always happen that way, but more than likely, just because of the strength of that, if that's going to continue up, it's going to probably hold that 150 psychological price point. But based on the strength of the trend on the left-hand side, we get a good break out of this. This thing can go to the moon. If you're unfamiliar with any of the trading terms I'm using, you can find our club lingo at bigkunatradingclub.club/lingo. So drilling down a little bit further in this PBC zone, obviously you missed the great entry here just based on this pullback from a TM1. Excellent entry on the hammer right here. You basically could have gone to break even after one bar on that. Again, still pretty strong. You're right at that TM3 line. Probably the best way to scale on this is if you don't get a pullback, just take your position above here with a stop probably below here. You know, obviously any entry you have, there's always a potential to retrace and test the backfill, maybe even do a gap fill back to that. But so far it looks pretty strong. Generally a gap in green. There's, again, not too much heat on it on high quality stocks, 3 to 5% plus. So we'll see. It looks like it's pretty good. Should get some follow through on it soon. And again, this is about a 95 stock rating on this. Just a really strong chart. Let's look at the weekly on it. Well, basically came out of the cup around 30 bucks. You're already up. If you just took it out of the cup high, you're already up 400%, but still acting very strong. Very strong stock. Veritiv Holdings, LLC, VRT. If you're interested in our trading style, want to join the club or get one-on-one coaching, head over to cycletradingtrading.com. Hope you enjoyed the video. Take care.